So back here with another prediction video, and I'm going to be going over my picks for week 2 of the NFL. But before I begin, can you all please help out this channel by subscribing to my channel, turning on the notifications button below, and giving this video a thumbs up. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Now onto the video for today. Last week I had a relatively rough week in predictions as I only went 9-7 in my picks in terms of the winners. I think I can give myself some slack though, because week 1 of the NFL is usually crazy because no one knows what to expect. Not to mention this year, there was no training camp or OTAs because of the pandemic, so some teams were more rusty than I anticipated. Hopefully this week though my predictions are more accurate. For Thursday Night Football, we have the Bengals taking on the Browns for the Battle of Ohio. Joe Burrow and Baker Mayfield both had a rough week 1. The difference in this game is that one quarterback's more desperate than the other, and that is Baker Mayfield. He has to win it this year. After last week's embarrassing performance, I expect him to step it up this week, and with the Browns' stacked offensive weapons, I expect them to put on an offensive show, winning 30-17. The next matchup is the Giants at the Bears. The Giants didn't look great against the Steelers, and Saquon had a quiet game. The Bears had an astounding comeback last week, and I expect that momentum to help them this week. I'm not a huge fan of Daniel Jones, and I think he'll struggle against this talented Bears defense. I think Trubisky can win this game, so I got the Bears winning 27-23. The Falcons and the Cowboys both looked bad week 1. Both teams anticipated a better start in the season. In this game, I believe the Cowboys have overall more talent, and they are playing at home. I think the difference in this game is that the Cowboys' offensive talent will explode on a lackluster Falcons defense, and I got the Cowboys winning a shootout against the Falcons, 31-27. The Lions take on the Packers in week 2, and the Packers look great in week 1. Aaron Rodgers looked like his old MVP self, and he always owns the Lions. The Lions choked a big lead last week, and that's not a recipe for success against the Green Bay Packers. The Packers own this division and will easily take care of the Lions 34-23. The Jaguars pulled off a surprising victory against the Colts. Gardner Minshew continued his rookie season breakout, and he looks like what Baker Mayfield should have become. The Titans put off a gritty win against a good defensive team in the Broncos. This matchup may prove to be close because of the division opponent factor, but I expect the Titans to win because they have the best player in the field, Derrick Henry. I expect the Titans to pull out a low-scoring game, 20-16. Another two teams who look horrid on opening day were the Vikings and the Colts. This game is win or go home for both teams. Loser won't make the playoffs this year. The Colts suffered a catastrophic injury in Marlon Mack, and Phillip Rivers and DeForest Buckner, their two biggest offseason acquisitions, looked nowhere to be seen last week. The Vikings played like how Kirk Cousins always does in big games. Since it's not a big opponent, I got the Vikings winning 27-23 this week. Next is the Bills at the Dolphins. Dolphins looked bad with Ryan Fitzpatrick last week. If Tua isn't playing, I don't think the Dolphins have much of a chance to win. Not to mention the Bills dominated the Jets last week, and the Bills are even better than last year. The Bills will steamroll the Dolphins 31-17. The Niners vs Jets is a must-win for the 49ers. The Jets look horrible, and Adam Gase is not a good coach for Sam Darnold. The Niners look rusty against the Cardinals, but I expect them to win now since they started the season 0-1. I got the Niners easily beating a bad Jets team 31-17. The Rams against the Eagles is a matchup between the former 1-2 picks Jared Goff and Carson Wentz. Both quarterbacks have major questions on if they're legit franchise quarterbacks. The Eagles somehow lost a winnable game against the Washington football team last week, which is not a good sign. The Rams beat a disorganized Cowboys team by 3 points. This matchup will be close, but in the end I got the Eagles winning because Carson Wentz is a better quarterback than Goff, so I got the Eagles winning 27-26. The Broncos and Steelers are both on a short week after the Monday Night Football games. I think the Broncos are young and are still a couple years away from actually contending. The Steelers look good on Monday Night Football with a victory, and Big Ben appears to be back. Because of that, I got Big Ben and the Steelers winning 23-13. The Panthers blew a game against the Raiders last week. The offense looked alright and McCaffrey looked good, but I don't believe in Teddy Bridgewater as a playoff quarterback in the NFC Conference. The Buccaneers look awful against the Saints. Tom Brady needs to have a bounce back game, and I expect them to win relatively easily against a non-contending team in the Panthers, 31-20. Both the Washington football team and the Arizona Cardinals shocked the NFL world with victories in week 1. The Washington football team came back and beat the Eagles, and that defensive line looks ferocious. The Cardinals beat a great 49ers team with Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins connecting for 14 times for 151 yards. This game I think will be dictated by the better quarterback, so I got the Cardinals slowing down that Washington defensive line with Kyler Murray running around and winning a close game 20-17. I'm sorry, but the Chiefs taking on the Chargers just won't be a close game at all. Patrick Mahomes looks the same, and the Chiefs look like the most explosive offense yet again. The Chargers did win, but it was barely against a bad Bengals team. I got the Chiefs winning easily 38-17. The Ravens taking on the Texans could be an interesting game. I like the Texans because they are coming off a long week after playing on Thursday night, and Deshaun Watson will have a better game week 2. But the Ravens look incredible yet again, and Lamar looks unstoppable. I expect this to be a high-scoring affair, but I got the Ravens on top 34-27. The best matchup of the week is on Sunday Night Football, where the Patriots take on the Seahawks. The Patriots look surprisingly good on offense, and Cam Newton looks back. He dominated the Dolphins with his running ability, and the Patriots defense looks as good as ever. The Seahawks look great against the Falcons team, and the offense dominated with Russell Wilson throwing play after play to DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. In this matchup though, Wilson will have a much tougher assignment against Bill Belichick, and I think the Patriots will win a close game 23-21. Monday Night Football features the Saints at the Raiders. The Saints won, but Michael Thomas got injured, which may make this matchup more interesting. The Raiders won a close shootout against the Falcons, but the Saints are obviously better than the Panthers. I think the Saints offense can't be stopped, and I got the Saints winning easily 38-24. Those are my picks, and from now on, I'm going to be highlighting the games of the week. In my opinion, I will focus on games that I think are especially crucial for a team that has tremendous impact on the overall conference. This week, my 3 games to watch are the Niners against the Jets because the Niners need to win in order to stay alive in the NFC. Cowboys against the Falcons, as one of them will be eliminated as pretenders, and the Seahawks against the Patriots, as we will see how the Seahawks play against our newly revamped Patriots team. I will also try to make highlight videos of the games of the week every week from now on too. That's all I got for this week. Please let me know your picks for week 2 of the NFL in the comment section below.